Hello, I'm Mang Tani. Do you know what a typhoon is? If you answered that a typhoon is a big mass of moist air formed in warm seas, then you are correct. Typhoons are formed when the wind picks up heat and moisture in warm seas. It brings heavy rains, strong winds, floods, and dangerous waves or tsunamis. These are the causes of destruction that we experience during typhoons. The items here in my office are clickable. Click an item to learn more. Keep in mind that after completing this module, you should be able to describe the destruction or damages typhoons can bring, and identify measures that should be done before, during, and after a typhoon. But before you proceed to the main lessons, let us see first how much do you know about typhoons. Click on the pretest button. You got 7 out of 10. Typhoons can cause damages to infrastructures, crops, and properties. It also affects the health of the people through the spread of diseases. It may even cause injuries and death to people. Click an item inside the monitor to learn more.
Hello, I'm Engineer Bayani. Click on the play button to start. To post the slideshow presentation, click on the pause button. To stop the slideshow presentation, click on the stop button. Damage to infrastructures. Strong winds, landslides, and floods destroy houses, buildings, roads, and bridges. Bridges may collapse and fallen trees and other objects may block roads. This makes it hard to travel even after the typhoon has passed. Houses which are not strongly built or are made up of poor materials may be damaged too. This will lead to many people becoming homeless. Click on the logo at the top of my head, then choose another category. Hello everyone, my name is Lito. Click on the play button to start. To post the slideshow presentation, click on the post button. To stop, click on the stop button. Destruction of the environment. Plants and animals are destroyed by heavy winds, rains, and flooding. Even big trees fall down to the ground as the force of strong winds pulls their roots from the soil. Click on the logo at the top of my head to close this lesson, then choose another category. Hi, I'm Doc Duque. It's nice to have you in this module. Click on the play button to start. If you want to pause the presentation, click on the pause button. To stop, click on the stop button. Diseases and epidemics. Flooding can contaminate deep wells. Infect the drinking waters can lead to a fatal diseases like gastroenteritis, typhoid fever, cholera, diarrhea, dysentery, and hepatitis A. Malaria and encephalitis are other diseases that are common during typhoon season. Floodwaters may also cause athlete foot and even leptospirosis, which can cause death. The urine of rats living in the drainage systems and canals causes leptospirosis. Furthermore, lives may be lost due to extreme coldness or hypothermia. The diseases may spread quickly to a large number of people, especially in evacuation centers where there is poor sanitation. This will lead to an epidemic or the intermediate spreading of diseases affecting a large number of people. Click on the logo at the top of my head to close this lesson, then choose another category.
Good day to you. I'm Paramedic. I'm here to inform you on how typhoons destroy human lives. Click on the play button. Loss of human lives. As mentioned earlier, people may die because of the diseases caused by floodwater and extreme cold. Aside from this, people may die from accidents like drowning or being buried in landslides. Other accidents are electrocution caused by live, dangling electric wires and getting hit by falling walls or objects. Click on the logo at the top of my head to close this lesson, then choose another category.
Hi, I am Arturo. Do you know how typhoons affect farmers and those who are not farmers like us? Click on the play button to learn more. Destruction of crops and farms. Typhoons can totally destroy crops and farms that farmers have worked hard on. With their crops and farms destroyed, their source of income is also destroyed. Aside from this, people like us who are not farmers can also be affected since there will be a shortage of food supply. Click on the logo at the top of my head to close this lesson, then choose another category.
Hello everyone, my name is Lucio and I am a businessman. Do you know how typhoons affect businessmen like me? Click on the play button. Stoppage or interruption of business and work. It is dangerous to go out when there is a strong typhoon. Aside from this, streets are flooded and bridges and roads are either blocked or destroyed. To avoid accidents, offices and businesses are closed. This leads to a very great loss in the income for the businesses since their operations are hampered. Click on the logo at the top of my head to close this lesson, then choose another category.
Hello, I am Ate Glow. I'm an economist. Let me explain to you how typhoons can affect our economy. Click on the play button. Great economic loss. As crops are destroyed and farmers lose their sources of income, our country's economy suffers greatly. Add the fact that businesses and offices are closed during typhoons. These businesses lose millions of pesos when their operations are interrupted. This means that businessmen and farmers lose their income due to the typhoons. Our government also loses income in the form of taxes that individuals and businesses will pay. Aside from this, the government has to come up with money to rebuild destroyed infrastructure and spend for relief operations for those who were affected by the typhoon. Click on the logo at the top of my head, then choose the Activity 1 button.
Drag the pictures into the appropriate folders.
Hello everyone, I am Rex Q. Click on the Before a Typhoon button to learn the things you should do before a typhoon comes, or click on the X button to go back to the main page. What to do before a typhoon comes. Have a battery-powered radio in case there will be no power. Keep listening to the radio for weather updates. Protect property and personal belongings. Place indoors any loose objects that may be in and around your yard. Store food and water. Be sure that emergency supplies are on hand, including a first aid kit. Know where you are going to evacuate when the situation calls for it. Fix your roof or ceiling, especially if it is leaking or not nailed on tightly. Click the During a Typhoon button. Choose a signal number, then click on the Play button. Signal number 1. Wind speed 30 to 60 kilometers per hour. What to do? Listen to radio announcements about the weather from Pag-asa every 6 hours. Business is as usual. Schools and offices are open. When going out, bring your umbrella or raincoat to protect yourself from the rain. Signal number 2. Wind speed 61 to 100 kilometers per hour. What to do? Listen to radio announcements about the weather from Pag-asa. Postpone outdoor activities. Stay indoors. Classes from elementary and secondary levels are suspended. Avoid traveling by land, air, or sea. Secure breakable items that may be blown away by strong winds. Stay alert. If there is a possibility of flooding, evacuate the family to a higher place. Signal number 3. Wind speed 101 to 185 kilometers per hour. What to do? Classes and offices are closed. People are advised to seek shelters in strong buildings. If the houses are safe and sturdy, they are advised to remain indoors. Stay away from riverbanks and coast. Evacuate your family if you are living in low-lying areas. Signal number 4. Wind speed 186 kilometers per hour and up. What to do? Cancel all travels and outdoor activities. Evacuate to a safer shelters before it is too late to do so. If you are living in a low-lying area, transfer to a higher place. What to do after a typhoon comes? If a family member is injured or sick, immediately seek medical help. Make temporary repairs and clean up trash. Avoid going out of the house. It may still be unsafe to go to some parts of your community. Avoid dangling and loose electric lines. Report to the power company damages to their facilities. If a gas leak is detected, turn off the main opening and get out of the house. Seek assistance from your barangay officials if you need any. If you and your family are staying at an evacuation center, don't go home immediately. Wait for announcements from the proper authorities, barangay officials, or the officer in charge of evacuation operations. If there are still floodwaters in your area, do not let children walk or play in them. Floodwaters are a leading source of diseases. Boil your water before drinking it. Water sources such as deep wells, electric pumps, and others may be contaminated by floodwaters.
Drag the pictures to the appropriate sack. A correct picture in a sack will provide relief goods to the victims of typhoon. Good luck! Very good.